Good morning, you wonderful, beautiful people. Today is the Wednesday check-in, and it is June 23rd. Where the hell has June gone? Oh my god, this whole year seems to have been flying by, like, just unnecessarily fast. Yeah. Not really much to, like, bring up and talk about today. I've been going through some serious depression, guys. Like, I don't know where the fuck this came from, but it just showed up. It moved in and is refusing to pay rent, and I have signed the eviction notice and waiting for the court date. Like, usually when it gets really bad, I can take a Xanax and it will completely reset me. Not this time. I am feeling mildly better since I took the Xanax a couple of days ago. I might end up taking another one tonight. Just depends on how the day goes. But here in the good old Pacific Northwest, January, that's like colloquially what we call June here, because it has all of the lovely, for lack of a better term, bipolar aspects of the weather. In some days you can see all the seasons. Some days it's hotter than all get out, and then other days it's cold. So yesterday it was 85 degrees. This morning I wake up, it's dark, overcast, has been raining, and is about 53, 54, 56 degrees. Okay, that's what the computer says, but I think it's colder than that, but whatever. So, yeah. You just never know how to dress in the state of Washington. You don't dress for the weather, you dress for the block that you're going to. Because I've seen it raining at my house, and 40 feet that direction, sunlight and absolutely no rain whatsoever. Like the Matrix just forgot to continue the rain program or whatever. And then I've also seen it clear as crystal outside and raining. So you tell me how that one works. I don't know. But yeah, so haven't really been getting out and walking or whatever. A couple of days ago, I did actually get out and walk on part of one of the trails that I love to walk on. But afterwards, my feet and my leg hurt so bad. And they only hurt like that when I walk that trail, and I have no idea why that happens. Like, I could walk all over the park, I could walk all over everywhere else, but the second I get on that trail, the tendons in my leg right above my ankle start like hurting, and they have these like weird muscle contractions and spasms and stuff like that, and it's a very painful muscle contraction and spasm, almost like my legs want, like my leg muscles want to cramp up. So, oh god, I hope that's not a thing, because my dad, my grandma, my aunt and my uncles all suffer with leg issues like that. And my grandma had varicose veins and blood clots throughout her life, and my dad, because he was diabetic or whatever, had really bad legs and really poor circulation, and yeah, so just not a good thing, and not a thing that I want to really look into. It doesn't sound like the type of fun that I should have. I haven't really weighed myself lately either, just to see how the intermittent fasting is working, but I've noticed looking in the mirror that it looks like I've lost some weight, And I've noticed that the herbal concoction that I have been taking, that I made myself, seems to have helped the rapid heartbeat and just regulate my blood pressure like I needed and wanted to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. I take ground ginger, black pepper, cinnamon. I don't know if I just said beetroot or not, but if I did, I'm sorry, but I'm saying it again. Beetroot. What else do I put into it? Rosemary. Garlic. And like 3 or 4 other things. I blend it all up, and then I put it in little gel capsules, and I take 1 or 2 of those a day, and then I follow it up with fish oil or fish liver oil, depending on whatever I have on hand at the time. But it's usually 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams of fish oil, and boy, howdy, let me tell you, that stuff gives you some nasty burps. Like, I don't know if you've ever opened up like a can of sardines that have been warm, but yeah, that's about the taste it gives you if you don't get that pill down quickly, or if it like gets stuck right here and starts dissolving. Not for fun. My cat absolutely loves it though when I take them. She's all right here, just meow, 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 meow. Like, get away from me. I feel like Cartman from South Park. God damn it, kitty, get out my face. But yeah. So, also, health-wise, though, outside of that, I feel like I'm doing really well. Just got the depression and all that other stuff happening that I wish I could figure out how to get that over with and get that moving, because I am done playing the Boohoo game. So yeah, it's actually to the point where I struggle to talk on the phone, even sending a text message. Like, for a solid 3 days, I wanted to talk to people and I wanted to reach out to people, and I'd pick up the phone and I'd go to like either call them or send them a message, and then I'd just set the phone back down. And I've never done that before. And I'm not your typical like depressed person. When I get depressed, I want to be around people. And I try to put myself around people, and then that way I am, 1, not feeling alone like I normally do. 2, I usually can feed off the energy of the room. So if they're all happy and giggly and having a great time, I can feed off of that energy and just be like, yeah, woohoo! And it just gives me a temporary reprieve from being in my own head and dealing with stupid bullshit that runs through my mind. Did try to make up a couple of crafts. I don't know if I showed them to you guys during the Saturday video or not, but I will show it to you anyways. So because June is Pride Month, I made up some LGBT inspired crafts. So this is a wooden star that I put rainbow popsicle sticks on, and then put the lettering here, and it says love wins. And then I actually colored this lettering in using markers, and I really like that one, and I think I'm going to give that, like, do a giveaway for it and see if someone wants it. I'm not sure. And then I made this sign that says, yes, work it, and colored all the letters myself. I'm really kind of upset with the R here, though. I had some super glue that got on the wood right there, and it just will not color. So I tried everything. Like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to stress over it, because chances are no one's going to want it anyways, and if all else fails, it just goes into my collective of crap, because I need more, right? But yeah, having a lot of fun just trying to craft, and been going over to my friend Carmen's house and watching her craft. She's really into junk journals right now and scrapbooking and stuff. Like things that I did a year or two ago, she's now into, and I'm like, seriously, bitch, we couldn't have done this together. So she's actually inspiring me to want to recreate junk journals, but I just gave her and her daughter all my scrapbooking supplies, and yeah, so if I did decide to do all that, I would have to go back out and obtain scrapbooking hoopla and go from there, which really isn't that difficult, because I belong to a couple of free sites where you can get on there and crafters and everyone else can just get rid of their stuff. Like, you could go on there and be all like, hey guys, I'm looking for a washing machine, anyone have one that they want to get rid of? And like 40 people will like show up, hey, yeah, I have a washing machine, it's in fairly decent condition, just upgraded to a new set, if you want it, it's yours. And then they'll send pictures, and then like make a meetup time or whatever. Sometimes people actually deliver the stuff for you, which is kind of cool. So yeah, my entire house is basically furnished from Free Cycle and from this little thrift store in town called it's colloquially known as the Free Store, but it's actually like the Better Living Center of Jefferson County, or some long unnecessary wording of it. Or just driving down the street and finding stuff on the side of the road, or like yard sale leftovers. So yeah, like my dining room table here, I got this table and two little end tables and a lamp that I picked up for, I think it was $15 for all of it. So I was like, okay. That big shelf back there, I actually inherited that from my sister when she moved out of her place. So I have two of those big metal IKEA shelves. I got that one back there that holds all my Funko Pop, and then on the back side of it I have some art supplies, because that's basically where I do all my art, is back there. I got a big green bookshelf right here that's filled to the brim with Disney VHS movies, like all the old school movies, Sword in the Stone, Aladdin, The Brave Little Toaster, The Little Mermaid with the like penis picture on the front of the castle. It's got more Funko Pop on top of it, essential oils, all kinds of crap. So yeah, the desk that I'm sitting at right now, there used to be a thrift store like literally next door. I can look out my window right here and see the front door of the thrift store, and they put the desk out on the corner, and I went over there and snagged that bitch up, picked it up, and dragged it home, and it's been a really amazing desk. I love it. It's a glass top desk, and it has a monitor stand that's glass top also. And I've always wanted this kind of desk, but just haven't ever had the money to afford it. So yeah, kind of a shabby chic crafting scoundrel, like scavenger, not scoundrel, but yeah. So that's what I do, though, getting back into the whole story and not on these little side tangents is when I start to feel depressed, I listen to music, and then I also try to craft and be creative. And if then all that doesn't work, I try to get out of the house for just a little bit, maybe go for a walk or go over to a friend's house. And then if that still doesn't work, and then I come home and I put myself to sleep. And usually when I wake up, I start to feel a little bit better. Sorry, it sounds like someone's in my... sounded like somebody was in my front yard. But anyways, yeah, so... nothing really else, so I'm not going to hold you guys here much longer, but because it is Pride Month still, I wanted to share a story that I recently read, and it's about this father and his son who, the son, okay, so this family lives in a small town in like Wyoming or it's either Wyoming or Utah, I can't remember which, but we'll just say small town USA. And in said small town USA, everybody knows everyone, and everyone is related, dated, or otherwise engaged. And so his son came out as transgender, and the entire town turned against his son. And in solidarity of, well, okay, so when the whole town turned against his now daughter, they told her all kinds of horrible things. You should kill yourself, you're a disgrace, you're an abomination, you're an affront to the Lord, you're this, you're that, whatever. The father was at work and got a phone call. Get to the hospital. Your daughter just tried to commit suicide. And he said his heart absolutely broke, and he flew to the hospital. Thankfully, his daughter was saved. And in a show of solidarity, this big burly construction worker, like salt of the earth, man's man, went out and installed a 12-foot flagpole and got one of the biggest pride flags that he could find and hoisted it up in his yard, and made a public announcement that fuck you all. Just because my daughter is who she is doesn't change the fact that it doesn't change anything about her. She's still the same person that you knew and love. You're just now meeting her. And basically threatened the whole damn town with physical violence. And, you know, that story was just so heartbreaking and beautiful all at the same time, because LGBT kids and LGBT people, period, suffer the most and have huge suicide numbers within the community. Because people think that it's okay to say whatever the hell they want to say about whatever the hell is going on with someone else. If you don't like the LGBT community, you really got to look at yourself and figure out why. If your religion tells you not to like the LGBT community, you really need to search for a new religion. Yes, it says it in the Bible, a man shan't lay with a man as he lies with a woman, but the Bible was also written by those in charge at the time. You cannot tell me that Jesus or whoever, well, we'll just use Jesus since we're talking about the Bible. You're not going to tell me that Jesus, who took in thieves, prostitutes, the lame, the sick, and the whatever, who ministered a message of love and compassion to whoever, is going to also stand back and be like, except for, because even in the Bible it says, love the sinner, not the sin. So, I don't know. You guys know that I try not to be religious on this channel, and that's as far as I'm going to go with that. Just do better. You don't have to agree with it, but, it's been proven time and time again by world-renowned psychologists and psychoanalyzers that 75 to 85% of people who are homophobic are repressing some kind of feeling within themselves. There was an amazing doctor who performed a study from 1948 to about 1953, and then his work was built on throughout the decades, his name's Dr. Alfred Kinsey, Kinsyley, I believe. I don't know. But if you look up the Kinsey scale, it will bring up his work. And Dr. Kinsey put sexuality on a scale. And, it on the extreme one side was heterosexuality, on the extreme other side was homosexuality. And he deduced and found that someone, regardless of what opinions they hold, falls somewhere on that scale. And for most of the people that he actually was able to study, found that even the most devout heterosexual person still fell shy of absolute zero, that they were 1 to usually 4 on that scale, and 5 being the middle mark for bisexuality or whatever else, and then everything else above and beyond that. And it's just an amazing thing to look at. And you have all these people that built on this. You have other studies that have come out, and books that were written and stuff like that. Michael Kilmer wrote a book talking about masculinity in America and stuff like that, and brought about homophobic issues and stuff like that. The point that I'm getting to is, at the end of the day, we are all humans. We are all brothers and sisters. We all cohabitate. There's enough hate in the universe. Try to start propagating love and understanding. You don't have to be LGBT in order to love, respect, and just give space or hold space for a member of the community. And chances are, you know somebody who is LGBT. Your child might be LGBT, your best friend, your next door neighbor, your minister. It's not as uncommon as people think. And in today's climate, you can basically throw a rock and hit somebody who has had some kind of homosexual experience. Maybe it was a college thing, maybe it was a one-night drunken thing, maybe it was, hey, let me see, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Hey, I wonder what let's play around, or whatever else. It happens, and it's okay. And it's okay to have explored those feelings, but it's not okay to continue to ostracize, abuse, torture, and torment an entire group of people. So I'm going to leave this statement for those LGBTQ and two-spirit members of this channel and who may come across it. You are loved, you are needed, you are welcomed. It gets better. Push through it. It seems like the end of the world now. If you're not ready to come out yet, you don't have to, but it doesn't get any easier. So rip the band-aid off and do what as you can. The Trevor Project is a great resource, and I will list the numbers and how to get a hold of the Trevor Project in the notes down below. They are a completely free organization that help LGBTQ risk and at-risk youth and just people in general. They have free chat lines that you can send text messages to, so you don't even have to directly talk to somebody. There's voice that you can talk directly to the person, and they're nationwide, and they have a amazing resource center. So if you do come out and your parents kick you out of the house, or you just need to talk to somebody about what it all is, there's other people who have been in your place and can talk to you about the scariness of coming out and the whole 9 yards. So love you guys. It's almost 30 minutes. I'm sorry. So if you made it this far, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.